go.
Still gotta wait. There we go.
Hello, everyone. It's Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead on a Saturday Night Live.
I wish there was some way to do this where we
what?
We didn't have to go through all this.
Well, it's the beauty of this.
It's the beauty of it, isn't it? Okay.
We got a lot of people already from all over the place.
All over
I've
the
seen
place.
them from Canada and everywhere else.
Yeah.
Jumping in. And y'all, we just want to thank y'all so much. I don't know what y'all mean to us, but Danny and I hit 250,000 subscribers a couple of days ago.
We did.
And I've been kind of watching it because YouTube will take away as many as they give you sometimes. And it's still over 250,000. So thank you guys. Thank you, Blue Wolf.
Thank you, Blue Wolf. Right off the bat.
So we sat down last night and did a video to put up tonight because we thought it was going to be raining. And then Wanda never get it edited all day long.
Well, she had kids here all day.
My daughter and her children were here, and we went out and fished, and we'll tell you some fishing stories in a minute. And then the rain didn't come. So, I mean, we got a little sprinkle a couple of times.
Yeah.
But no rain, so we decided, okay, we'll just go it live, I guess.
Yeah, we'd already shot the video to do as a premiere. Just in case, we didn't want to leave you guys hanging where you didn't have anything to watch. So, we actually talked about a few things on there that I don't know. Do we want to talk about them or?
Yeah, we can. We just kind of reminisced about our channel.
We talked about our journey, on YouTube basically, and how we have met so many YouTube channels, and tons of YouTube channels have been to our house.
And lots of subscribers.
Lots of subscribers. We've how we talked about how we've had to close our gates now to people, and even YouTube channels. We have the ones that are real close to us that we still communicate with and we still share time with and stuff like that. But as a whole, because of the condition that our country's in, we felt that it was necessary that we stop everything.
Yeah, so we started out in 2015, December.
December of 2015, yep.
Because we wanted to pay our telephone bill, basically. I mean, internet bill, basically. And Danny said, we need to make the internet pay for itself. He said, if we can make enough money making YouTube videos to pay for the internet, then it'll be worth it. Yeah. And at that time, we were putting a few small clips over on Facebook, and we were calling it Bluebird Farm. And when we started looking for a name, everybody on YouTube did not have farm on it. And so Danny had to find us a name.
Yeah, and I happened to be sitting down in front of the wood heater there, and I was looking at the Farmer's Almanac. And I told Wanda, I said, this thing here, I was trying to figure it out. And I looked and I said, okay, this section here in the Farmer's Almanac says we live in the Deep South. And I looked at her and I told her, I said, there's the name of our channel, Deep South Homestead. So we bought the domain to it, and it's been
Deep South ever since. Tree Haven, thank you. It says, love watching y'all's videos. Hello from Arkansas.
I love Arkansas. I always have loved Arkansas.
Arkansas and Missouri is two places we'd have moved to if we moved.
Yep.
So we started in December. Danny did the videos. Basically, I did the camera. He did the talking. I told him I didn't want to be on video. Well, we'd only done 2 or 3 videos, and it was close to Christmas, and he said, well, let's do a sit-down talk. And so I sat down beside him, and he done the talking, and I said something once every now and then, and I just felt horrible, because I didn't want to say anything. And from there, you did videos.
I've done videos,
and every now and then, he would say, look, I need you to help me do something. Just put the camera on the stand, and he would get me in the video. And I'd say, okay, I'm done now. And I'd get back out of the video. And then in February for, what was it, the Valentine.
Yeah.
Frugal Family Foods asked me to do a cooking video in February, and so that was my first time ever doing a video by myself. I cooked, and we got our first thumbs down that time. We had been going for 2 months with not one thumbs down, and I got the first one, and I cried.
She cried and cried. I told her, I said, Wanda, quit crying. I said, I'm shooting for 10 thumbs down.
I thought it was a horrible thing.
No, I said, man, if we don't get no thumbs down, we're not crossing the line, reaching everybody, you know, and we were like panicking. And then, but the great thing about it was meeting all the YouTubers, and our very first people to ever come to Deep South Homestead was Scratch Made Homestead.
Danny and Leslie have been friends of ours ever since.
Yes.
They spent that weekend here, and we have a video of them. And y'all, we just laughed and joked and carried on.
We had the best time.
We worked on stuff. And every time they've come, we've always worked on projects and stuff like that. And so Scratch Made Homestead, if they're not in here right now, they will
are.
be.
I saw them a while ago.
They're working on their YouTube channel and doing things over there, so y'all go check them out. I see, there they are. And then this past weekend we had Miss Lippy. Now she's been here several times.
Miss Lippy's been here several times, but I mean Scratch Made them's been here several times.
I think they've been here like 6 or so or more, maybe.
Probably
they're the ones with the most times that's come here.
Yeah, probably so.
Scratch Made would probably be the most, I would think.
Yeah.
If not, they're a close run with a couple of others that's been here a lot. And we've just had a lot of fun throughout the years. We've had a lot of subscribers come by. And if you go back and watch our older videos, there's a lot of videos with people here at Deep South Homestead.
Mm-hmm. We've
kind of gotten out of it. COVID kind of just almost shut us slam down. And we decided, for now, limited. There's very limited people that come here to Deep South now.
Yeah. But that's some of the stuff we was talking about on the channel, and we talked about doing some giveaways. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Over here on YouTube, when we talk about doing a giveaway, the trolls hit so hard that Wanda and I spend hours.
Last time, 2 times we've done
trying to clean up our channel from the trolls. So what we've done this time is we're probably going to still do the giveaways, but if you're going to be a part of it, you're going to have to go over to Freesteading, because
we got to explain Freesteading in a minute.
We'll explain Freesteading to you here in just a minute, but all the video and the things that we're going to be giving away and all that kind of stuff is going to be over on Freesteading, because we just don't want the issues we have here on YouTube, because it takes too much of our time to be able to clean our channel back up, and then some of our people here get tricked. And
I ended up with a lot of emails, and I felt bad telling people that it wasn't me. It looked like me telling them they had won, and it wasn't. We never do WhatsApp or Telegram or any of that stuff. That's not us. It will use our carrot emblem, but it's not us. So what we've decided to do, Freesteading is a new social media platform for homesteaders, built by homesteaders. Now, Tag from Life Done Free and some friends have set up a wonderful way for you guys to go over and chat with each other. You can join Deep South Homestead, I hope you do. And then you can join Life Done Free, Permapastures Farms, David the Good, Pinball, Preparedness.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
There's
Data, you've got
Bags Unfiltered.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just
a bunch in there.
And there's adding more constantly over there. Of course, we're over there.
And we want you to join us.
Yeah.
And then you can join your state so you can find like-minded people. Everybody kept saying we need something where we can find like-minded people in our area. It's in the beta stage. It's going to be a while before, I think October through then. It's going to be in the beta testing stage.
Yeah.
So y'all got to give some leeway to them on little glitches and things that go weird, and it's not perfected yet. They're working on it, and it's working amazing for right now, but there is a glitch every now and then. And, you know...
I missed it.
Okay, I'm trying to do something for him.
It jumped off there. There you go.
But, you know, we just have fun over there, and all of you, we would like for you to go over there, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and post what we're giving away and what you got to do to win over there. Because if I do it on YouTube, we end up with all kinds of craziness. So we just hope you'll go over there and find like-minded people. Everybody so far that's went over is totally amazed. They love chatting with each other.
Everybody's loving it so far. I mean, and it can be a little confusing to start with because I got a little confused. I know Billy got a little confused, but we was able to sit down and work our way through it. You just got to start clicking on all the little icons on there because the designer of it.
Well, it has a thing at the top that says start here. If you start there and you work your way through, you will know what to do. Somebody kind of skipped the start here.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that typical though of a guy? But you know, you can go to Freesteading and there's 3 little bars up in the top left-hand corner. You can click on those 3 bars and it gives you a whole list on the left-hand side of the forums, the messages. I mean, it gives you all kinds of stuff that you can go to right there, and you can click on that and it takes you straight over to where you're going. And it's really not hard to do. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Because he's been off Facebook for nearly 10 years.
I have not been on Facebook in 10 years. That's right.
Thank you, Bobby Howard.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Bobby.
And the deal is, we're going to just put the giveaway over there. And we'll probably come back and announce the winners over here also. But we're going to put it over there. We're going to draw the winners out of things that's done over there. And then we'll come back and announce here and there. We'll announce both places. And some of the giveaways I'm going to do is one of them is one you'll get to choose either a Freesteading hat or cap, or a T-shirt.
Well, this is not.
No, well, this says free man. This is tags.
This is tags. I got one of tags.
But we're going to do the T-shirt or the cap. You'll have your choice. One of the things we're going to give away is some Deep South paraphernalia. I said that word last night, and Danny liked to went crazy.
I sort of said, we're not giving away paraphernalia. Quit using that word.
And it just, that's what come to my mind. It's going to be probably a tumbler and some seeds and some things like that.
Yeah, that's what you call it, not paraphernalia.
And then I think we're going to give away some of Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends is open as of yesterday on Etsy. And we're going to give a trio away. So that is 3 of her blends. And you don't want to miss it. I love her blends.
Yeah.
And
Texas Misty Q wants to know, how do you find people in your area on Freesteading?
On that drop-down box.
On that drop-down box on the left-hand side.
State
Go to state. Is it state discussions?
State discussions.
Yeah, state discussions, and click that, and then find your state.
Yeah, and when you get on your state, you have the option to sit and put a comment. And you can say, look, I'm looking to see if there's anybody in my area. You don't have to give specifics. You can say, I'm in the Tucson area. And then as people come on and you chat with them a while, if you want to go further, then you two figure out how you're going to get to know each other.
And if you go to put a nickname like it asks for, and it says that there's already a duplicate to it, just add a number, a letter, or something in front of it or behind it or whatever. Don't get complicated. And you don't even have to use your real name. You can just use any name. I mean, guys, it's not complicated.
There is going to be an app for Freesteading in October, I think.
Yeah, we're just still in the beta. They're still in the beta stage, and you just got to work through that before you can get your app. Now, there is an icon. There's a place you can go in there because I went to it and clicked it, and I have an icon on my screen so that it just says when I pull my computer up, it's just like YouTube, Freesteading, and all the other ones, Patreon, and all the other ones I have on my screen. There is an app icon for that. It is there.
And one other thing I thought I would give away, and there may be more, but right now is Cindy's Sacred Garden. We're going to give away a gift certificate.
Yep.
And you can go over there and you can buy some of her herbal blends and things from there. So that's just a few of the things that we thought we would give away. And you just had to check.
And who knows what else we'll come up with.
Yeah, because Danny gets inventive sometimes.
I do.
I forgot the other one.
Uh-oh.
The Alexa Pure Pitcher.
Yes, we're going to go over to My Patriot Supply, which we're going to be giving away an Alexa Pure pitcher. Wanda and I bought an extra one. Nope, we did. Wait a minute.
I'm going to send it.
You're going to send it from the company. Okay, we were going to order one, but then we got to talking. I said, well, whoever wins, we just order it through the company and send it to you. So we'll do it that way. But we're going to send out the new Alexa Pure water purification pitcher.
Not the big
old tall canister one, but this is a pitcher that holds, about a gallon or two?
I think it holds a gallon.
About a gallon. It comes with filters in it. You can pour your water in it, and it filters it right there so you can pour it out.
It takes about 7 to 8 minutes to filter that much water. And it's just good to have on hand in case of emergencies and you need water pretty quick. So that's some of the things that we know we're probably going to be giving away. My Patriot Supply is one of the first, not one of the first, but one of the major affiliates that we have. We've been affiliates with quite a few places.
Yeah.
And My Patriot Supply has long-term food storage. We hardly ever talk about it, but it's always in our descriptions. I'll do a video showing some of their stuff occasionally. And we always have the Alexa Pure, the water purification in the cabin. It's always there. And so that's one of them. We've had lots of affiliates.
We've had lots of affiliates. We went with Growers Solutions. We bought 3 high tunnels through them, and after we just got to sitting down talking with them and got to be personal friends with them. We was able to become an affiliate with them so that we could get deals for you guys, to be able to help y'all out when you're purchasing of products from Grower Solutions.
EMP Shield.
EMP Shield. We work with them. Fantastic people to work with. Guys, I call people personally, and I got to get to know the company, and I'm not going to become an affiliate with a company that I cannot work with. So all the companies that we work with, we know most of the people personally that we're affiliates with. Now there are a couple of them that like Olight and a couple of ones like that I don't know them personally, but they have such good products that you just I love their products,
And we've got an Olight review coming up this week. Y'all, Olight has been really good to us, and their products, that's what we use at the cabin. We don't use candles, we don't use oil lamps. We use our Olights because you can charge them really quickly, and they will charge on solar.
Yeah.
And we love the Olights. Just gonna say that's probably our favorite flashlight.
Well, at the off-grid cabin, we keep them there because when we go over there at night, if we have to get up and walk around or anything, we keep the little Olight right there by the bed. We just pick it up, click it on, works perfect, and we can always throw it on a little solar panel, charge it back up. Not a problem.
Yeah, and we spent the night at the cabin last night.
We did for the first time, and God, I don't even know how long. I told Wanda, I said,
just fell out. Last night we slept so hard.
We did. We slept like logs. I mean,
yeah, it was amazing. I had a little issue. Now Miss Lippy brought me these things. She brought me 2 of them. They're a little Yeti thing to put hot coffee or hot chocolate. And it comes from Mr. Buddy's company here, I guess, or somebody that sent them to him. So that. And I had this thing in my hand because it won't fit in my little, what do you call it? Cup holder.
Yeah.
And I had my water in something that wouldn't fit my cup holder.
Thanks,
and I had it
Tony.
sitting on the back, on the seat. And when I went around the curve, my water fell over and started pouring my water out. And I had this in my hand and I tried to reach and grab it. And when I did, I pitched this out the side of the Ranger. And when I went to get up, I had the water in one hand and I dropped it. And so I ended up dirt on both of them. I was having issues yesterday.
Okay. Green stalks, yes.
I love my green stalk.
Green stalk is another one we've become really good friends with. Now we don't promote them like we probably should, but guys, it's fantastic.
On Crazy Days.
Yeah, Wanda does that on her channel mostly.
Yeah, and if y'all don't know, Crazy Days is my channel, and y'all, I am on Freesteading. I got approved, and Crazy Days is now a community leader, so y'all all go over and y'all all click with Crazy Days, please. I don't have too many people connecting with me because nobody knows I'm over there yet.
Yeah.
We've been really busy, and today my daughter came, and like I said, the kids were here, and I hadn't had time to make a video yet to announce that Crazy Days is on Freesteading.
Right. But anyway.
Hey, Danny Joyce.
Living Gardens Homestead wants to know, Danny, how's the corn doing? It ain't doing. It's not going to, it looks pitiful. It's not going to make.
I told him it looked like Green Acres.
It looks worse than Green Acres.
It really does look
the same thing is happening to it that happened to the Danny corn, just in a smaller version of it. But the sweet potatoes are doing fantastic. They're almost all dug. We got like two rows of them left, I think.
Yeah.
And we'll have all the sweet potatoes dug. And we're trying to decide if we want to put any of the slip ones that we're going to be using for slips up for sale on Etsy so that some other people can enjoy some of Mr. Owl's potatoes. So we haven't quite got to that point yet because we're still in the curing process, but we're working on it. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, It's Me wants to know, are you still going to do porch time?
Oh yeah, porch time will always be.
We're not leaving.
We're not leaving YouTube.
Right now, Freesteading does not have videos over there. It is more like Facebook. You have your chats. You can private message. Anybody you connect with, you can private message if you want to. That's how, if you're in the States group and you sit and chat with somebody, the two of you can hit the connect button and then y'all can private message if you need to. And that way nobody else gets your information.
Now we are putting some videos over there.
I'm just putting a link over there and you can click the link and go to the videos. But it's not a platform to host videos like YouTube.
Right.
So YouTube's still our go-to.
Yes.
Oh, I see several people found me on Crazy Days on Freesteading. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Gail Davis says, My Patriot Supply has heirloom seeds. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they have seeds and everything.
My Patriot Supply has a lot of stuff. I mean, Wanda and I, we, believe it or not, even though we raise almost all of our food, we still go to My Patriot Supply and we order things like powdered peanut butter, powdered honey, powdered milk. I mean, we still order
powdered eggs.
Powdered eggs. Even though we make our own with a freeze dryer, we still go over and buy some just in case family or anything like that gets into a bind or something other. We can always offer something to them. I mean, that's just, we just do that.
Okay, so somebody's asking, is the Etsy store on Freesteading? Not yet. What they're doing is they're setting up a marketplace, and it probably next month. I'm not going to guarantee it'll be there yet, but they're working on the marketplace where we can put our books and stuff like we have on Etsy. It'll be similar to Etsy, so you'll have a storefront. It's not just for content creators like us. If you guys have homemade soaps and stuff that you sell, you can set up a storefront and sell your soaps or whatever, whatever you do. So they will, and in the future, they plan on having a bartering type thing.
A bartering system set up. But that's
in 2023.
Yeah, that'd be next year. Yeah.
So.
Somebody, I seen a question go by and I totally
My
missed
blueberries are plenty but small. How do I get them bigger?
You just got to fertilize them. You know, you got to make sure the pH of the soil is right first, because if the pH of the soil is not right, you are not going to be able to get them to grow like they need to. The question was asked, had I ever heard of Anasazi beans? Yes,
Yes.
Ms. Wanda grows the Anasazi beans every year in her high tunnel.
Yeah, I grew some last year, and I might have grew some this year. I let them dry, and then I add them to a dried bean mix that I make.
Somebody asked, so what's happening on the 24th of this month? There's nothing happening on the 24th that I know of. Now, between the September the 30th and October the 21st, there is a chain of events going to happen, and I'll talk about this a little bit later at the end of the video, but not right now. And guys, let me say something to you too. Freesteading is a platform of free speech, but you have to understand that the Department of Defense monitors every internet transaction. It doesn't matter, every internet thing that goes on.
If you're on the internet.
If you're on the internet for anything.
Or on your phone.
If you're on your phone and it's hooked to a camera on your house, the Department of Defense can still see what you see. You know what I mean? So you just, and the FBI, I mean, guys, it's all the three-letter branches of the government can snoop into your stuff.
Yeah. Okay, D1, what do you combat whiteflies with in your high tunnels?
Oh, we have them year after year.
That's a biggie.
Let's see here. Leslie, I got yellow sticky traps that I use. We use neem oil. We use insecticidal soap. We make most of the stuff we make ourselves.
If the plant is close to the end of the season, like it's been barren and it's getting close to the end of the season,
we just pull it up.
We pull it. Because
pull it,
once the white flies hit it, it really isn't going away, and it will spread like crazy. Thank you, Tony. And we've learned with white flies that if you can't get them under control pretty quick, it's better to pull out the plant.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing.
Danny, how many corn seeds to a hole and how far apart? Ruth, it depends on what kind of process you're planting. Now, if I'm just planting corn normally, like I plant mine every 16 inches apart, I put 2 seeds per hole. But if I'm doing the Hopi planting style, I'll put about 8 usually to a hole. And I will, and it works out really well doing it that way.
Okay. How is the worm problem going? I noticed they look pretty good today.
Yeah, the worms are doing.
He had some really big leaves that were not worm eaten. So, did you find some this morning?
On what?
On your lettuce. I mean,
in the high tunnel. Oh, in the high tunnel. Because we talking about worms. We just been fishing today. I'm talking about. You talking about fishing worms? I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of. You talking about catawba worms?
No, the ones on the leaves. The leaves look good.
I picked about 20 out of there this morning, but none on the greens. They were all on the pepper plants. They were up under the leaves of the pepper plant. So I took every individual part of the plant and I got them all off of there. And
what size mesh wire did you use for the rabbit poop screens?
I used the 1/4 inch hardware cloth. Because if you use 1/2 inch, the baby rabbit's poop will just fall straight through it. So I went with the 1/4 inch, and it seems to be working really, really well.
How do I know when my watermelons are ready?
A watermelon usually, once you learn the thump, you can do it that way. There's a little trindle that grows right at the end of the stem where it hooks onto the vine. It'll be dead. Sometimes you can roll it over and the bottom of the watermelon will be yellow. There's a lot of different techniques. It's mostly trial and error till you get good at it.
We do have moderators, and most of the time they're sitting in the background listening, because when they pop up, somebody might say something to them and it distracts them.
Yeah.
So I have Miss Lippy, Not a Real Farm. We have Scratch Made Homestead, Miss Allison, So you see them popping up now. We have plenty of moderators, and they try to keep us under control.
Yeah.
Do you have baby rabbits yet?
No, we do not have any baby rabbits yet. We're still waiting.
You ever use praying mantis for pest control?
We have praying mantises. I seen 2 in our high tunnels today, and Miss Wanda's I saw 2 in hers. So we do have them in there because Miss Wanda's got beans running like wow.
They weren't supposed to be running beans.
Plus her pepper plants have gone on steroids. Her black pepper plants are all like on steroids. Peppercorns, yeah, them things are.
Thank you, Angela.
We're probably gonna have to go in and start digging them things up and get them out of there.
I'm selling them on Etsy, and y'all, I'm gonna put some more up on Etsy because I'm telling you, it's like my peppercorns kicked in, and if I let them go, they'll cover the
whole high tunnel.
High tunnel, and I can't have that, so I've got to bring them back in. So y'all be looking. I won't put them up till probably tomorrow or Monday. And so I'll put some more peppercorns up.
Ray wants to know, how's my knee doing? Ray, my knee is getting, it's not bothering me near as bad as it was. I learned a technique from a doctor. Now, this may sound crazy. I learned to walk backwards. And I learned to, like, if I've got to pull something or push something, I walk backwards doing it. Because this is a secret that they've learned, that when you do things in reverse, it actually heals your leg twice as fast. And so far, it is working. I cannot complain. Now, I'm not saying I'm healed. I still can't bend it all the way, but it's 1,000% better than it was.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know, how do I prevent squash bugs? What I normally do is I use liquid phosphorus from Dr. Earth, or I use fish emulsion, and that stink from that stuff smells so bad, and I'm just guessing that that's what's repelling them.
Kelly, when you get that message, send me your email and I will forward it on to Andrew and he will take care of it. That's one of the glitches they're trying to work out, because when they send out the activation codes, lots of them go right on through, and some of them, for some reason, tells them that their account is already done. He will just reset your password and send it to you.
Yeah.
Now, if I get it tonight and send it to him, it'll be sometime probably tomorrow. He'll fix it for you.
Thanks, Gerhard. I really appreciate that.
Why is my sweet potatoes looking milky after pressure canning?
Because they probably weren't cured long enough. The starches in them had not turned to sugars. You need at least 2 to 3 weeks of curing process for the starches in them to convert over to sugar. And when you put them in a jar, they will get cloudy and milky looking because the starch is the same thing will happen with Irish potatoes.
They're not bad.
They're not ruined. Good. They're still good. Don't get me wrong. They just won't be as sweet as they would have been if they'd been cured properly.
Mine does that all the time because I can a lot before they cure. I will go to canning 2 days, 3 days after we start digging.
Do you plant fall rye for a cover crop? Not in my garden. I plant ryegrass on our whole property around here, but I don't put it in the garden because in the spring you can't get it to stop growing. You can't till it in enough to be able to plant your garden.
Nikki's Nook says, what can I grow in the shade with partial afternoon sun in zone 8?
Any garden vegetable that says full sun, because the sun is so intense now. We plant as much in the shade as we can. We like about half a day of sunshine, half a day of shade is the way we're setting our crops up. Will peppercorns grow in zone 10B? Yes, they'll grow in zone 10B better than they will in zone 8 where we live.
Do we have moringa? Yes, we do.
Yes.
Let's see.
Wonder if driving backwards will fix the transmission. No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
No, I know it won't because I'm a mechanic.
My sweet potatoes have vined all over the yard, but do I dig only where I planted? I would check if they grow that roots.
If they root it into the ground, all down anywhere there's a root, there can be a small vine potato. And just get some potato. You can make a French fry out of it. You can stir fry it. You can do whatever you want. It's still a potato.
Thank you, Miss Starla. My birthday is September 21st. I saw Dee posted that a while ago. And Miss Starla, I'm glad to see you feeling a little better. She's been a little under the weather, but she's back tonight. Let's see. 1,400 watching. Only 462 thumbs up. All of you that are on your computers or your phones, give us a thumbs up, please.
And you plant carrots in September. The answer is yes, because we're fixing to plant ours probably in about a week.
Yes, Danny's already cleaned the bed, and we're going to be working on it and getting it ready. All right, Kelly got it. She said it's working. Thank you, Kelly. I'm glad. But
Carolyn says she just tried to order an Alexa Pure pitcher and they're sold out.
Uh-oh. Well, I may have to rethink. I may have to send them mine and then order me another one.
They have to.
We're going to give away an Alexa Pure pitcher one way or another.
One way or another, we're going to give one away, even if we have to give ours away.
I will call the company because I bought two and one of them has not been used yet. So I can send mine out and order another one. I can always call Adam and say,
Yeah, we know.
I know somebody to give.
We know them personally, so yeah. Do each of you ever get aggravated teaching folks that don't know things?
Only he does, but I don't unless
Wanda don't. Now Wanda gets on to me all the time.
I don't mind showing people 2 or 3 times, but now if you don't catch it after about the 3rd time, I'm like, okay, you're just not going to get it.
Yeah.
Usually by the 3rd time, most people have gotten it. Danny will show you one time, and he thinks you ought to know it, and he's ready to move on. And I have to say, no, wait a minute, you got to, because even when he's showing me things, I have to make him do it a couple of 3 times for me to really catch it.
Yeah.
And that just comes from being a teacher and being a homeschool mom and being a vacation Bible school teachers and all that. All through the years, I've had to teach kids, so teaching adults is basically the same thing.
What kind of bottled water do we drink? We don't. We don't drink any bottled water. It's all toxic. We do not drink any.
We drink our own water here.
If we go anywhere, we load up everything we have with our own water here, and we take it with us.
Have you given any thought about trying the Mayan tree spinach?
Mayan tree. No, I really haven't. We tried tree collards here one time, and they did pretty good for a little while, but then they just died out, and we never could get them to work.
Yesterday was our twins' birthday. My daughter had twin girls. They turned 3 yesterday. On the 2nd, my grandson that was here today, he turned, gosh, I forgot, it's 10, 11. Anyway,
I don't know. We got so many, I can't keep up with them.
Kate's birthday. Then Brianna, the other one of the others that was here today, her birthday is the 27th. Mine is the 21st. Christopher's is the 17th. We just got a bunch of birthdays in September.
Have we began using the 4-jar canning lids exclusively?
No,
because we got tons of canning lids of all kinds, and we just whatever we pick up, that's what we use.
I'm not exclusive on anything because Danny and I have been buying ball canning lids. Some of them date back probably 9-10 years.
Yeah.
And so we have some, and when I pick up what I pick up, that's what I use. I use the 4 jars. I will do probably, like if I can 7 jars, I'll do 2 or 3 of them in 4 jars and the rest in ball, just to offset and see how the 4 jars are doing. The $9 for a 10-pound sack of potatoes. Good grief.
Woo, that's kind of expensive. I'm glad we raised our own.
Does Mr. Danny have his eyes on any seeds so I can do a gift certificate for that company?
Not really.
We just bought Rutabagas. Now, he tells me to buy him some Rutabagas.
Yeah, look, guys, this this is like, I don't even know what the proper word. Well, I know what a word I want to use. I said, Wanda, I said, do we have any rutabaga seeds? And she said, sure, in the thing. So I looked for like an hour. And I told her, I said, I've been through every pack of seeds in there. There's no rutabagas. I said, we've got to have some rutabagas. I said, go online and see if you can find me some to order. And I want the purple top, American purple top, because they got a dozen different rutabagas. So
Thank
she
you,
goes,
David the Good.
she said,
Glad to have
okay.
you on Freesteading.
She said, I found some. I said, well, just order me some. And she said, okay, I'll order you 2 packs. Guys, they came yesterday. I got 2 pounds of rutabaga seeds. I got enough rutabagas to feed me, you, and half of the United States.
I think somebody's getting some in the giveaway. What you think?
We probably will give some rutabagas away in the, oh man, I told her, I said, Lord.
And it said 1 pound was X amount of dollars. I don't know. And I thought, 1 pound, that probably would do him. But I said, I know Danny. When he buys something, he doubles everything. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and order 2 pounds of them. And I did. And when he come in, he was doing this.
I put this box up. She said, I got your rutabaga. I said, we got these seeds in today. I said,
what did you
order? She said, that's your rutabagas. I said, this heavy?
Usually it's a little bitty pack. And so I ordered 2, and it was 2 pounds, not 2 little packs.
Oh, man.
I can see rutabagas for the next 100 years.
Oh, we will. Oh, man. They're way better than turnip roots, I can tell you that. I mean, I love rutabagas.
What do you add to soil because of chemtrails?
Well, chemtrails, predominantly what you get in a chemtrail is a buildup of aluminum, which causes your soil's pH to raise unnaturally, and then it binds up the phosphorus in the soil where your plant cannot take up phosphorus. So I always advise people to use a good source of liquid phosphorus to put around your plants, and it works. It works great.
David the Good said we could plant all of Mississippi. He said just drop them from a helicopter.
That's true, David.
We could get us a drone, and we could drive the drone over everybody's property and drop.
We could drop rutabagas everywhere. We could just.
Instead of Johnny Appleseed, it would be rutabagas.
We could technically get something we could detonate, and.
Don't even use this word.
I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I could put rutabaga seeds everywhere. I could set off a device that would spread them everywhere. With my background, I could probably do it.
A gun. You could figure out a potato gun shooting them through there.
That'd be the way to plant my field. Just one shot, just plant the whole field.
You have plenty.
I do.
He probably won't ask me to order him.
Oh man, this is
yeah, you can take rutabagas and cut them up like you would a potato and boil them.
Yeah, you can.
Them, and then you can add salt and pepper and butter. And you can make mashed rutabagas. You can add them to casseroles. They can be used.
You could make them an invasive species.
That probably would happen, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Y'all, David the Good is over on Freesteading, so y'all go over there and connect with David too.
Yeah.
September 11th, rutabagas.
Oh, a disbursement machine. There you go.
There's
my word. There's my word. A disbursement machine.
Oh, the Kushaw.
We have some Kushaw seeds we got from Mr. Owl, and he called it a Kushaw pumpkin.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
It doesn't look like a squash.
It
looks like a pumpkin. Big old thing too. It's pretty big, like a basketball. Okay.
Oh, Scratch May says she needs some rutabagas.
Oh, okay.
I know how to give some, don't I?
Okay. Hold on. I gotta go back here. Somebody's asking a question here. Fine. I hate this mouse.
Eat rutabagas.
I have heard Danny mention liquid phosphorus every week, but I cannot find any. Could you please put an Amazon link to your store or tell me which one? We go to Dr. Earth, and it's called Golden Bloom.
Yeah, it's drearth.com, and it's called Golden Bloom. It's liquid phosphorus, and it's in a white and pink. I think the container's white with pink writing, or it has pink on it. I don't know. how else to tell you that. But we go to their website.
Now, don't be surprised when you see the price of it, because I buy it by the 5-gallon cans, and
pricey.
you almost have to finance it. But the bottom line is this: I have used the same 5-gallon can now going on, what, 4 years?
We got it after we got the high tunnel, so 3 years.
3 years at least. I'm still
and
using
at the bottom of it. We got a little left, but it's been good. It lasts a long time.
It's been really, really good. Now you have to understand, anything organic, when you use it, and it's organic, when you use an organic product, you're only going to get about 8% of it up front. Over the next 4 months, it will gradually break down, and the truth of the matter is, I'm just being honest, by the time your plant is mature, it'll be gone before all the stuff is broke down into the soil. So if you want to do stuff organically, you got to start thinking 3 to 4 months in advance.
All right, somebody wanted to know, they had a green pumpkin, I think they said, that something chewed a small hole in. They want to know can that be saved? Can they store it or whatever?
Probably not.
I would let it turn and watch it and possibly use it after it starts turning, because it won't store long term, I don't think. Can you use rutabaga in place of, gosh, it's jumped about the time I started reading it. Where did I say? Can you use it in place of turnips? Yes.
Yes, rutabagas can take the place of turnips by all means.
Have the same similar taste.
To me, they taste a lot better.
Do you can fish?
No, we do not can fish. I got burnt on fish with the Koreans, and I just.
He did. Now today we had the kids here, and Cade wanted to go fishing. And when Cade comes, he's got to go fishing, and so we went out back to the back pond, which has bass and brim in it, and Cade's done Cade was over there tying something on his. Brianna throwed out, and Abby, who is like 6, she threw hers out, and she threw it out again, and then she turned around and she says, Mama, am I going to catch anything with this? And she had this big, long worm on there that looked like had legs and stuff. And she says, yeah, baby, you probably will, but just try it again. She threw it out there and caught the biggest bass that's ever come out of our pond. What did it weigh, about a pound?
About a little over a pound, yeah.
Good sized bass, right eating size bass anyway. And she fought that thing for a couple of minutes and says, here, Bree, you take it. So Bree had to reel it in, and her and Maggie got it in. And then they didn't catch anything else in the back, but we went to the front, and Danny went over there and fixed her something up, and he says, guaranteed to catch a fish. And I was laughing, and Brianna threw it out there, and how long did it take her? 5 minutes?
Less than 5 minutes.
She caught a big cat, and Cade, then you helped him a little bit, and I think he caught 3 huge cats, but he couldn't get them in. One of them broke the line, and what happened to the other 2? They jumped right at the shore, jumped and flipped back in. So Cade didn't get his today.
Michael, I'd like to try the tree spinach. I've never tried that. All we've ever tried is Malabar and then the regular bush spinach that grows on the ground. How long do rutabagas take? It all depends on the variety. Usually around 50 to 65 days, somewhere in that area. But it just depends on your variety. Okay,
so Nikki wants to know, can I go ahead and plant my blueberry bushes in zone 8?
As long as they're in pots, you can plant them any time of the year. You just got to make sure you take care of them and keep them watered so that they get a good root system. Grizz said the last time he went fishing, he caught a fish so big that the shadow weighed 5 pounds.
Oh, one of those fish that Cade caught. Danny, I wasn't out there. I had come in to get some water, but Danny said it was a big fish, probably 4 pounds or bigger.
It was around 4 or 5 pounds.
And it broke his line. It was huge. Fishing is not what it used to be in Florida.
Do we compost any discarded foods and use as plant nourishment? We compost all of our, we compost what the rabbits don't eat and what the chickens don't eat. The rest of it goes in the compost.
We compost everything. Yeah. David the Good has a book called Compost Everything.
Yeah, it don't matter to us. If it's a dead animal, I compost a dead animal. I compost the meat. I compost the bones. I compost everything.
Nadia wants to know, how long do you can pigeon peas? Is that
You have to look in the book and see, because I don't know.
A field pea? If it's like a field pea, I think they're 40 minutes. Don't quote me, but look in your book. If it's similar to what we call cow peas or field peas, it would be approximately 40 minutes, I think. Let's see. Boy, my legs.
Oh,
I want
let's see
to
here.
try some Red Ripper seeds. We're gonna see how they do. I'm mainly right now. I've been shelling them out and cooking them, and so we had fresh peas today.
But not the dry ones.
The dry ones I'm putting to the side, and we may put some up for sale. I would say in a couple of 3 weeks. I've just got to make sure that we have our seed and stuff, and then we'll go from there. And Danny will be putting Star of David okra up in a couple.
Yeah, I'll
of
be
weeks.
putting some Star of David okra up, and we may put some of the Rutabaga seeds up on Etsy also.
Thank you, Lane.
How would you use wood ash in a garden, and what vegetables would benefit from it? Wood ash, you can put in the garden. Just make sure you do not put it where you're gonna plant like potatoes. Now, not sweet potatoes, but Irish potatoes and anything that that requires an acidic soil, because wood ash actually raises the pH of the soil, and it adds a lot of potash to the soil. So it's really good for all garden vegetables. I wouldn't put it where potatoes or anything like that is. Now, sweet potatoes is fine, but not Irish potatoes. And be careful that you don't raise the pH of your soil too high with it.
All right, so if one person says they can't find the states, when you bring down the 3 bars, I think you have to go to communities. I may have misspoke a while ago. You go to communities, and when you go to communities, it's the state discussion group. And then you find your state. I was thinking it was in the 3 bars had state discussion, but I think you've got to go into the communities tab and then scroll through all the communities and find state discussion.
Rhonda, our mailing address is it in the description?
Yeah, I think Lippy put it up a while ago, but it's P.O. Box 462, Wiggins, Mississippi 39577.
Adam Link, yes. Oat hay will work for your Dexters over the winter. Just make sure it hadn't been sprayed with Grazon or Roundup or anything like that, and you should be fine.
Yeah, I see Deb's in here.
David wants to know, we have any problem with Dr. Earth plugging our sprayer? We don't really use ours in a sprayer. We use ours in a watering can.
Yeah, I put mine in a watering can. Now, I don't know if this is the Deb that we've been talking to or not, but either Deb's in here. If it is, she's supposed to be sending us an address. If it's the right Deb, she'll know which one. Let's see. Yeah, the states is in the community page.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Allison's got up my address for the one that asked.
And Miss Lippy put up her Etsy shop that y'all was asking for about her blends.
Yes. Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. She's putting up the link. Let's see. Where are we at? Where is the best place to get good vegetable seeds online? It's getting slimmer.
It's getting slimmed. Ari Hendricks, it's getting really, really tough. To find a good seed company.
Twisted Ponies, thank you.
Thank you. Do you separate your bull calves at a certain age? Yes. We usually haul them off or we sell them. It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah, now we've got one that's getting close. He's not far that he's going to have to be separated out of the herd. So I guess, are we going to be selling him or are we keeping him for meat?
I don't know which way we'll do. I hadn't decided whether we're going
deciding pretty quick.
Whether we're going to sell him or whether we're going to butcher him. I don't know yet. Do commercial rabbit pellets have Grazon in them? It all depends. on what those rabbits have been fed where the pellets come from. I can only speak from my rabbits. I do not know about anybody else's rabbits. How is the new calf doing? Marie, the new calf is doing really good.
Okay, somebody, what did it's, I lost it now. I don't know what they
Somebody
said.
wants to know how to know when a squash, a winter squash or something like that's ready, or a pumpkin. When you cannot stick your fingernail in it, it's ready.
We don't have any pigs at this time. We
Nope.
butchered the last 2 in the spring, and I purchased from the guy that we purchased our pigs from originally. I purchased one from him for December. He is raising it, so if anybody in our area is looking for someone to raise the pig for them and then purchase it and take it to the butcher, he takes it to them. All we do is pay and pick up the meat. That saved our land.
Yeah. What's a good butcher age for Dexter steers? It all depends on what you're looking for. It can be anywhere between, we butcher ours anywhere between 6 months and 12 months.
Most of them were around 8 to 9.
Most of them are around 8 to 9 months, but we have.
The steaks are small, but I'm gonna tell you what, that's the best.
It is good. We cut our steaks real thin anyway. We like 1/2-inch thick steaks.
They are good.
So they cook really fast, and we don't have to sit there for a long time waiting for them to, get done. But some people wait a lot longer on their Dexters. We've learned it's not worth it for us. We just go ahead, when they're around 350 to 600 pounds, that's prime for me and Wanda. The meat is so tender. That's when we take ours.
And it's just the 2 of us. We don't need a 2,000-pound cow.
Right.
So a smaller one just helps with it. Somebody's asked him when is the Gulf Coast Homestead meetup and where?
Ask Scratchmade. Scratchmade and them will probably go to that, or David the Good's probably going to go to it.
I think is going. I saw it, but I don't remember where. I want to say it's in Florida, but I don't remember. It's in
Florida.
I just don't remember. Hey, Steve Scott. So it is getting close to time. So
it is.
I asked you guys to put up your prayer request. We have people that have asked for prayer, and every week we get some praise reports. Miss Starla is one of our praise reports. She's here tonight. She's feeling a little better, and I'm trying to think. I had another lady send me a message this week, was doing better. I think they had gotten really sick, COVID or something, and they said they were finally on the mend. It's in Milton, Florida. That's it. The Homesteader Meetup is in Milton, Florida. October the 29th. So that gives y'all a little ways to go. Twisted Pony, thank you. What age would you separate if you're not selling?
I would separate them. Well, they can't really breed until they're like a year old. Now they'll try at about 9 months, and that's when we see one trying to start topping the other cows. That's when we start saying, "Hey, you know what? We need to separate them."
Yeah. Pray for the leaders of the country and leadership. It's October the 28th and 29th in Milton, Florida. That would be the Gulf Coast Homesteaders. All right. Barbara says her son, Nick.
Most people, I'm saying, it's health issues.
Yes.
None of us are going to get out of here alive, guys, and that's one thing we have to realize.
Could you tell us what it means to put on the whole armor of God?
Well, TX Misty,
that's Texas.
That's a long process to talk about. I don't really have time right now to do it.
Maybe on Porch Time.
Maybe on one of the other videos, I'll probably mention that in a video somewhere, because it's important. It's important to put the whole armor on. And it gives you a whole list of things there. The breastplate, the helmet, have your feet shod with the gospel. I mean, it gives you all these things to tell you what to do. And maybe we'll get to cover that in another video.
They're talking about the railroad strike that's coming up.
Yeah, I can't talk about that right now, but Scratch Mate said both their brother-in-laws. Pray for them.
Daughter had biopsy. That's Rhonda.
The grieving process, having a tough time. Gail, I sympathize with you. I mean, I lost a spouse. It's a hard road for the first couple of years, and trust me when I tell you, time has a way of healing things if you allow it to. Now, there's 7 stages of grief. Make sure you don't get hung up in one of those 7 stages. Now, you can Google it and see you can read all about the 7 stages, but make sure you progress through them. Now, not everybody's going to go through every stage at exactly the same amount of time. Just make sure you don't get hung up on one of them. And if it takes you a little bit longer to go through one than the other, don't let that bother you and spaz out. But do progress through the stages.
We want to wish Kate a happy birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Yes.
People want a tip, so I guess you'll do that.
Well, I'll do that
bit.
in a minute, I guess, if I can think about it. My mother's mental health. Like that, mental health is fixing to become when I tell you guys this, now don't freak out about it, but mental health is fixing to become a really big issue.
Yeah.
I'll say within the next 2 years, you're going to see an increase in mental health issues of probably about 50%. I'm not going to sit here and go into it, but you will I promise you will see it happen.
Finding it harder to grieve a sister killed by the jab and family refuses to acknowledge it. Carmen, that's going to be a problem in the future.
Carmen, that's going to be a big one. But we're all going to have to face it because, I mean, I
know one thing we got to do.
I can't say that.
Hey, Jennifer, Danny's daughter's in here, and I don't know.
Oh, I want to do something right quick.
Yeah.
Before we have prayer. Guys, there is a house in my community that has gone up for sale. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with 9 acres of land. It has a generator already hooked to it, a gas generator. Generac, in case the power goes off, already hooked to it. It's got a chain link fence around it. Now, the house is it's a brick home.
Older home.
It's an older home.
Needs some work.
Needs a little bit of TLC, but it's livable. It's already got water spigots out in the field for gardening and all that kind of stuff. It's got fruit trees and stuff like this. They're asking $189 for it. I believe you can get it cheaper. But
he's gonna tell you talk them down.
I talk them down, man. Look, Danny don't buy nothing for the selling price. I talk people down. I'll Jew a Jew. I'll talk an Eskimo down on a snowball.
Now, the reason his daughter is not the listing agent, but she's in here, Jennifer Johnson. If you're interested, you could talk to Jennifer, and she can help you through with that. Yeah. But we went and looked at it, and we did a walk around outside, and we put it on Freesteading. So if you go over to Deep South Homestead on Freesteading, you can find the walk around of this property and see a little bit of what Danny saw as he walked around.
I walked around there. They got a place on there. They had a deer feeder set up. It's got a chicken pen with a chicken building. It's got an outside shed built into it. It's got 2 these little carport shed things you pull cars up under. I mean, it's got it's hidden from the road. You can have a back entrance to it from a gravel road, or you can have a blacktop entrance. I would close the blacktop entrance off and use the gravel road myself and come in from behind, but it would be whoever's decision is that wanted to buy it.
All right, Jennifer is putting up her email, her Gmail account, Diamond Rush Media. Get in touch with Jennifer Johnson at MS Realtor I think it says JJ at Gmail.
It's right above you, Diamond Rush. My daughter is right above you there. Just contact her and she will,
It's perfect
it's
for a
perfect.
small
It's all flat. There's one hollow in it if a person wanted to build a pond.
There's woods blocking the road so you won't be seen from the main road, But the gravel road, you can be seen,
Yeah.
but you could put a fence or a buffer there or plant more trees.
Plant more trees. I mean,
That's what we were looking at.
but it's got lots of hardwood trees on it. I mean,
it's Wiggins, Mississippi.
yeah, it's all in.
Or
Well,
actually
it's in Perkinston.
Yeah, but the kids, if the school district would be the Wiggins.
It would be the Wiggins, yeah.
Stone County, whatever.
The price is fantastic. I mean, I'm telling you, that's the only reason we're mentioning it. I almost bought it for family, but I told Wanda, I said, you know what? I don't need another note on me right now or anything like that because I'm really focusing in another direction. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty decent little place. If anybody's interested, y'all contact Jennifer. Y'all deal with it. We would like to see some good neighbors.
I would like to have a good homesteading neighbor down the road from me here. You know.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Anyway, we got to pray, guys, where we can jump off of here, and we just wanted to throw that in before we actually got off of here tonight. Father, we come to you tonight, Lord. We just want to humbly bow ourselves, and we just want to approach your throne boldly, but yet, Father, humbly. Lord, there's so many people here tonight who've asked for prayer requests, and we do pray for their physical conditions, Father. And many of them had them. It'd be too many for us to mention. And Father, there was a lot of them that mentioned mental issues here tonight. And I just want to pray for them also, Father. And I want to pray for the condition that our world is fixing to face. We've had some major changes take place. I just pray for the condition of our world, and I pray for the condition of our country and the leaders of our country right now. And I just pray that you'll be kind to the ones that's in the chat here tonight, Father, as we move forward in the world that we live in. Father, I pray for everybody's finances here over the next few months, that we will be able to maintain them, and we'll be able to keep our head above water now. And Lord, just know that we love you, we appreciate you, and Father, we just thank you for all that you do for us on a daily basis now. And grant each and every one of us the blessings of obedience, the fruits of the Spirit, and financial resources to live the life that we desire now. We ask these things in thy name. Amen. Okay. Let's see here. Guys, there's a lot of things that's actually happened today and yesterday. One, Queen Elizabeth died yesterday.
Day before.
Or a day before yesterday, I'm sorry.
I think it's been 2 days. I don't know. Lost track. Was it yesterday?
1 or 2 days ago. Time doesn't mean anything to us.
We don't know what days it is.
Guys, they're fixing to install a new king.
They did yesterday.
And when it's today actually. When you bring a new king on the scene, everything in the world changes. Now, please understand that. You're going to see some massive changes in the next week to 2 weeks. Massive things are coming out of Russia right now. They're trying to get rid of Vladimir Putin. His own law firm, if you want to call it that, is trying to overthrow him. Now, are they going to be successful? I don't know. But nevertheless, there's going to be some massive issues coming out of Russia, I believe. Between now and October the 21st, look for some massive financial issues to take place. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can say here. I probably can't go into anything else. I mean,
well, the queen was queen for 70 years. That was significant in itself.
Well, it's biblical. It's prophetic. Let me put it that way.
That was very significant. And during that time, there's only certain powers that kings have. She did not have some certain powers, and Danny may explain that more.
Yeah, the queen,
in the future.
In the future, I'll explain, the queen can only do certain things. She cannot do what a king can do.
And so for 70 years, there were certain things that could not be done. All right, now the whole system changes back when you have a king
Yeah.
again.
We're going to go into
So-
some ancient
So
things
that's a
that
little-
normally happen when kings are in power. You wait, you just mark it down. You're going to see changes. See, England is not just, the king is not just king over England. He's king over like 17 or 15 to 17 different dynasties. And
Countries.
and literally
Something.
the Vatican had to relieve its power back to the king, because when Queen Elizabeth took the throne, the Pope actually took over the head of the church, and now the Vatican has to give that authority back to the king. And it's a big process, guys, and there's lots of stuff that's got to transpire.
So it can all change now.
Look for, everybody wants to know what's supposed to happen in October. I'll just tell you, they're preparing and they're wanting to collapse the Wall Street. I'll just be honest with you. They want to collapse Wall Street. Now, will they do it? I don't know, but it's in the plans. Let me just tell you that.
All right, so that's a little bit of Dannyism for tonight. Take it any way you want it. That's
It's
thoughts
just
for tonight. And
yeah.
Porch Time will probably give you a little more.
I may talk about it a little bit more on Porch Time. I don't
We'll
know.
see. And then again, there ain't no telling. He said today he didn't know which direction he's
I
going.
just don't know which way I want to go. You know.
So, you guys be good. Join us on Freesteading. We're going to announce in the next couple of days. I'm not sure. I may do a video and put the link over there, or either we'll just do a post and show a couple of pictures of what we're giving away and tell you what to do. And we'll go over there and do that so we don't have issues on YouTube like we've been having. And it'll just save me a lot of trouble and a lot of time, because I'm going to the cabin. Danny and I made up our minds this fall, this winter, we're spending as much time in the cabin. And tomorrow we're going to be installing bedroom walls, right?
I don't know what we'll do.
The plan is...
I probably will shoot Porch Time tomorrow.
Take all day.
But I know, but you know how I am with Porch Time. I have to really give it some...
Porch Time takes him like 35 minutes and he's done.
Oh, well.
So we got all day to put my walls up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose.
Y'all know I won't get what I want.
Okay, guys. Anyway, good night tonight to all of y'all, and I pray that all of you have a very... start down here. All y'all have a very blessed day.
Thank you guys from Deep South Homestead.